Hi, it's Charlie Bengel. Welcome to another edition of Meet a Top Producer. My special guest today is Brian Block, managing broker of our Alexandria West office. Brian, it's great to see you.
Good to see you, Charlie.
So you've been an agent for over 21 years. You're a Remax Hall of Fame member, NVAR top producer, Remax 100% Club. Take me back to 21, 22 years ago and tell me about why you got into real estate.
Well, Charlie, I started off practicing law. I was practicing law for a few years after graduating from George Mason Law School. And I got involved also in real estate law. And at the time, I was working in a law firm that was having some financial issues, and I was sort of deciding to figure out what to do next. It was right after September 11th, and law firms were not hiring at the time. So a friend that was in the real estate business for about 30 plus years said to me, Brian, you have background as an attorney, you understand negotiations, you're good with people, you understand contracts. The real estate market's great. Why don't you get involved in the real estate market? So I got my real estate license, and then for a few years I was selling real estate and also counseling people legal issues with real estate until I decided, the sales were taking off and I couldn't do both and doing both well. So I decided to go the real estate route.
Walked away from law.
I walked away from law.
Oh, interesting, yes. So fast forward now, what do you enjoy most about selling real estate still all these years later?
I enjoy the interaction with the client. I enjoy that every day is different. I get to learn about my clients and their needs and their story and their financial picture, and I get to help them make a very big decision, usually one of the biggest decisions financially that they make in their lives.
Right. Is that what's still motivating you today? What would you say your big why is?
Well, the big why, yes, I definitely enjoy helping people and being of service to the community, and also, selling this area. I love the Washington, D.C. area. But on a personal level, obviously, like my why is being able to support myself and my family, and support the types of things that we like to do in our leisure time, whether it's travel or hobbies or being able to provide for other members of the family as well.
Great. Talk to me about lead sources. What's your best one?
At this point in my career, I think my best lead source is my clients that I've worked with in the past, referrals that I get from them, as well as repeat business from somebody that I might have sold a house to 10 years ago.
What do you do to stay in touch with that group?
I keep in touch with them by phone call, by emails. They're all signed up for my email newsletter.
Good.
As well as I try to touch base with them at least 3 or 4 times a year by phone, just check in.
All right, so you're not afraid to call people?
I'm not afraid to call people. Sometimes I'll take people out to a baseball game or just meet up for lunch or a coffee. And I think just getting together on that personal level, not necessarily talking about real estate, but just showing them that I care about them.
Good, okay. Take me back to your rookie year. If you could do anything different then, what would it have been?
One thing that I definitely would have done differently is I would have been repeatedly role-playing and really role-playing how to work with buyers, how to talk to buyers and sellers, and just getting it down so pat. Because instead of practicing that and role-playing during my first year, it took a couple of years to really get comfortable, and I was role-playing on my client.
You were practicing on your client.
I was practicing on my client. Instead of practicing with other agents, practicing on my own so that it would just come out.
That's great advice. No, I appreciate you sharing that. There's a lot of agents that are somehow fearful of role-playing, but they don't realize the mistakes they're making with somebody who may want to pay them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Any other tips?
You don't realize the clients that you might have had if you had that role-play.
Yeah, you lose them and you don't even know why, and it's because you didn't know what you were talking about.
Right.
Other tips for agents who may be looking to grow their business, whether they're rookies or veterans?
Well, I think certainly education. I think that's something that I've been involved in since the beginning is, go out and get the designations, go out and learn as much as you can. You can't just wing it in this real estate game. You really have to know what you're doing, know what you're talking about. I would get, ABR, CRS, anything you can. Even just go to a class that doesn't give you a designation. Just learn as much as you can about the industry. Learn from builders, learn, so many people in this real estate industry don't even know the basics about building a house, what a house is. And I think you need to know those things so you're informed talking to your client.
Be the knowledge broker, we like to say, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. This has been another edition of Meet a Top Producer. My special guest today was Brian Block. Brian, it was great to see you.
Great to see you, Charles.
Thanks.